Guys, big breaking news coming out. US president is considering plans to target cocaine facilities and drug route inside Venezuela. 3 US officials told the news. Alright, so we have something here, guys. This is a very important update. I had a feeling that it was going to be the facility, just like Iran, when Donald sent those the B-2 stealth bombers, no, the Spirit bombers, and they dropped the bunker buster and destroyed the Iranian facility. It's the same thing, but this one here is basically the cocaine facility. This is where those gangs do their stuff and then ship them to the sleeping giant country. So we're going to see what's going on with this one. This is a big breaking news. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so the U.S. Commander-in-Chief is considering plans to target the cocaine facility and the drug route inside Venezuela, though he has not yet made a decision on whether to move forward with them. 3 U.S. officials told the news. It says here the outward signs on Friday pointed towards a major potential military escalation, with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordering the Navy's most advanced aircraft carrier strike group currently stationed in Europe to the Caribbean region amid a massive buildup of U.S. forces there. Now, the U.S. commander has also authorized the CI to conduct covert operation in Venezuela. All right. So I think we're going to see something pretty soon by the end of 2025. There's going to be some things that is going to shock the world. Once again, you have the commander-in-chief has now ruled out taking a diplomatic approach with Venezuela to stem the flow of drugs into the sleeping giant. 2 officials said. Now, even after the administration cut off active talks with Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro in recent weeks, Venezuela has not known to be a major source of cocaine, but the U.S. Command administration has been aggressively trying to link Nicolas to the drug trade. Well, the reason why they think it's Nicolas is because Nicolas, well, he has a lot of stuff. He has a mansion in Dominican Republic. He has all these exotic vehicle cars that's like worth millions of dollars, a lot of cars, and he has another mansion somewhere in Venezuela. So he has a lot of stuff. His net worth, well, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money coming from a country that is very, very poor. How can a leader afford all that knowing that his own people are struggling? I'm just saying, it's really messed up. So there are plans on the table that the president is considering regarding operation on targets inside Venezuela. One administration official told the news, aiding that he hasn't ruled out diplomacy. Now, a second official who has been directly involved in some of the discussions argued that there are many proposals that have been suggested to the president. A third official said that the planning is happening across the Gulf, but the focus at the highest levels is currently going after these gangs inside Venezuela. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave comments down below. Once again, the U.S. commander has escalated his rhetoric on potential land strikes inside Venezuela in recent days, while the U.S. military steadily carries out strikes on alleged boats in international waters. Now, the latest was an overnight strike against a boat allegedly you have certain groups in there in the Caribbean, taking out 6 and bringing the total number known of targeted boats to 10 and the number of people taken out to 43 since the U.S. began its campaign last month, according to Hegseth. Now, I want to show you this picture here. Look at this here, guys. Dozens of U.S. military assets have been deployed in the Caribbean. Let me just zoom zoom it out just a little bit. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the stuff that is out there. And no, they're not out there to, take selfies or to go and eat empanada and listen to Despacito music. They're out there because something big is about to hit the fan. Dozens of U.S. military assets have been deployed in the Caribbean. The Sleeping Giant state has deployed more than 4,500 Marines and sailors, along with a significant portion of its naval and air assets in the Caribbean to strengthen operation against these gangs and demonstrate military power in the region. These are the stuff that's out there. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, whew, man. Ooh. You have a nuclear power submarine. You have a special operations ship. You have a destroyer. You got 3 destroyers. A guided missile cruiser. A Wasp class amphibious assault ship. Amphibious transport dock. Amphibious transport dock. Special operations ship. I mean, you got all these, man. B-52s, P-8 Poseidon, F-35. You got 10 F-35s out there. You got Navy helicopter Seahawk. You have a UH-60 Black Hawk, MQ-9 Reaper, V-22 Osprey. I mean, man. Wow. C-17 Globemaster 3. Ooh. It's not over. Man. KC-46 Pegasus C5M Super Galaxy. KC-135 Stratotanker. More than 4,500 Marines. Look at this here, guys. I mean, that's crazy. And this is not including one of the biggest aircraft carrier in the world that is coming to the Caribbean to join these forces. We're talking about the USS Ford. That's coming. Man, that's crazy. The news has previously reported that the U.S. Commander-in-Chief has also been weighing strikes inside Venezuela itself as part of a broader strategy aimed at weakening Nicolas, and the U.S. commander himself has mused publicly about operation on land. The president, however, has not yet made clear what that would entail. What that would entail. And Secretary of State Marco Rubio suggested that these routes might be targeted. Man. Some administration officials are pushing for regime change and say that these gang campaign could lead to the ouster of Nicolas. That could happen by putting pressure. That could happen by putting pressure on people around Venezuelan leader who have benefited from the gangs. Illicit revenue streams, potentially squeezing them so much that they consider ways to oust the Venezuelan leader. Now, according to the UN office, Venezuela is not a cocaine-producing country. But a lot of their stuff comes from there. There's many boats that is coming out of Venezuela. So explain that. Explain that. So it says here, almost all coca crops, the main ingredients of the product, are concentrated in Colombia. Peru, and Bolivia. Those countries about to see something. An annual report from the US, I'm gonna skip that, the DEA, published in March, did not mention Venezuela in the 4 pages dedicated to the product, citing instead Ecuador, Central America, and Mexico. But administration officials still say some of these gangs does go through Venezuela and point out that Nicholas was indicted in 2022 on federal charges of the import of these products. This is again, if you kind of think about it, Nicholas Maduro is like Frank Lucas. All right, Nicholas Maduro is Frank Lucas, and then Frank Lucas got all these people and family, cousins and brothers. Again, cousins and brothers. Those could be like Colombia's, Ecuador, Peru, all those South America. Nicholas Maduro is just, you need proof that he's selling the product. Just like Frank Lucas, it was really hard to bring down Frank Lucas because again, nothing was connected to him, but he was the master of those stuff that was pouring into New York. That was during the time of war, I think Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so I'm gonna leave the rest in my Twitter page. It's a very long news article, so I just shared it right now. Yep, I just shared it. All right, give me a second here, guys. Let me just refresh the page. Ooh, hold on. Whoa. What in the world is this? What is this? At first, I thought this was Russia. A Venezuelan air defense system has been publicly deployed to intercept Sleeping Giant fighter jets, with Nicholas announcing its reactivation and return to service. The system includes the Bear-made S-125 units and Persia-produced Bombard 373 missiles. Someone is like, well, again, guys, I gotta make sure. Again, there's nothing to back that up. So, again, I'm not gonna say that's legit. I'm not gonna say that's legit because I was looking for the source, but yeah, I'm not gonna say it's legit. So I truly apologize for showing that one there. Again, that info is basically there's nothing to back that up. There's no source. I truly apologize for showing that. And it happens, it happens to many of us. It happens. So we have breaking news here. The Pentagon says it will use a $130 million anonymous donation from a friend of Donald to pay military salaries during the Gulf shutdown. So, again, I heard about that yesterday. Someone very powerful, very rich, has donated $130 million to keep the military operated. Because, again, you have Chuck keep shutting down the Gov. Once again, this is the news that's coming out. Everybody's talking about it now. U.S. commander is considering plans to target the cocaine facility. All right. Though he has not yet made a decision whether to move forward with them. All right, so that's like the main topic right now, guys. All right, give me a second here. Yeah, it seems like, give me a second, I see something here 16 minutes ago. Nicholas is freaking out, I heard. Hold on, give me a second. Nicholas is freaking out! And the U.S. commander is sending warship. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. So, American jets are flying over Venezuela. Navy ships are in strike mode. And the gang boats, well, they are being taken out. The U.S. commander backing off it, and he's not playing. He just might invade. Venezuela been a disaster for years. The country broke. People are, again, facing famine. And the president, Nicholas, is a you-know-who can feel that the end is near. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. And I'm not talking about the app. Now, the sleeping giant says he's not just a dictator. He's a... You know what? They slapped a $50 million bounty on his head and called his crew a gang. And you guys know the rest. So I'm just going to skip this here, guys. We already know all this. But, yeah, it's just a matter of time when things start to hit the fan. So, again, I would keep it updated with nation against nation. And, boy, it's building up. We're about to see something in our backyard. And I live in Florida. So that's really close to the Caribbean. Things about to hit the fan really hard, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time later. Peace.